What is up, peeps? Welcome back to more CS News. A quick little episode out there before we head into the weekend. And just so you guys know, I have some throwback interviews planned from the last CSGO major that was held by Blast over in Paris. They're going to be some cringe interviews, but it's with all the Vitality guys. I did some interviews for the post-game show over there, and so they were pretty bad, but I want to get them off my PC. Those will be uploaded over the weekend, and then starting Monday morning, we're back here doing the breaking news as per usual. And speaking of some breaking news that I expect might get some responses, and we might be covering this next week, it is S1mple. Now back in the news, calling out Wildcard. And I would say calling out, but it's kind of like indirectly making jokes about Wildcard as everyone speculates where he might go eventually in 2025. Not before that buyout. I don't know if any team out there is going to risk the money for S1mple. Are we going to see him for the first major of 2025? That's a question to all of you guys, as Statsmeister put him in a Wildcard jersey, and S1mple had to respond. As he said, "What kind of Mickey Mouse jersey on me?" If you guys don't know the Mickey Mouse reference in esports, it's like a low tier, knockoff, not official type vibe, all right? And so it's not a good thing, but it's also a meme, right? So it was often known in Valorant as Mickey Mouse events. I don't know if there's too many of those in CS because we have a lot of big events, but it's like a Mickey Mouse event, right? A 5K, 10K, 25K tournament, little Mickey Mouse event. That's the jab he's making. Now, I will give Wildcard some credit on social media. The fact that they responded, this is good engagement. This is exactly what they wanted, and their response was pretty freaking good, saying, "Me looking for Falcons in Shanghai." Obviously, Falcons Shanghai major run. Well, they didn't make it, and as to be expected, but you did set up S1mple for something, and I didn't know that S1mple had this in him. If I'm being honest, but he just fast responded in a quick ratio. OnlyFans detected, opinion rejected. If you guys don't know, Amaranth is a co-owner in Wildcard. She's the last drama we talked about with Wildcard, of course. That was the Sonic drama, as Sonic had called out Dexerto and saying, "You guys can call us Wildcard instead of saying Amaranth's team Wildcard." We covered that here on the channel. This might provoke a response. If it does, I'll give you guys a follow-up. But S1mple kind of cooked there. Like, that was fast, but it's a win for both sides, okay? Wildcard got in the news, and they made a great major run. Do not forget about that. For NA, like, in expectation-wise, they did great, and S1mple got a ratio. So both sides win. But this next story out there is one I'm super excited for, and one that we have not seen apparently in 10 years, since 2014, that being an all-women's or a female team at a top-tier CS LAN. And we might not still get that, but it will be an online stage where your best female team, and I wouldn't even say it's close, Imperial female. Now, last time I covered these guys, it was back in June of 2023, and at that point in time, they had taken 7 straight LAN titles, and they're still doing it, by the way. The last event I was at, DreamHack Sweden, they won there again. They are certainly the best team. And well, because this event was already ahead of time discussed to be via Valve rankings. So before you go over at Blast, this is Valve rankings, okay? You can only... this is what it is, all right? Valve rankings versus HLTV rankings, very different. We've also seen a lot of posts about that, even female CS pros saying, "Hey, I get it. Like, we're not supposed to be at that rank, but what can you do? You can't also blame them. It's Valve. Like, make a better system." Regardless of that, though, it is going to be a team like Imperial female, your only female team to be invited, because based on those Valve rankings. What's really cool here as well, they have to make it through the online stage with these 30 other teams. It's going to be very difficult. Only 8 teams make it to the actual LAN, but it's called the Blast Bounty. If you guys forgot about this, it's super cool. The teams are seeded via those Valve rankings, and the lower seeded teams pick the matchups they want each round, and they choose that based on a bounty amount. So if you're Imperial or a lower rated team, you know, the bottom half, whatever it is, you can pick a number 1 ranked opponent to have a chance at a higher bounty. If you beat that team, you get half the bounty, and then half that bounty is pushed forward to your next match, so on and so forth. So you can make a good chunk of change by risking it, and it's a new tournament format. At least I haven't seen this ever before myself. You guys, if this has been a thing before, let me know. But it's a really cool format. And so people trying to guess who's going to choose who opening matchups. For me, the bigger storyline is, what can the best female team in the world do on LAN? If I'm being honest, the expectations are low. That's just me being honest. But that's not me saying I'm not hopeful. I hope they can win a map. And if they can win a series, we're looking at some record-breaking stuff here. I want them to put up a good fight, and I want them to take a chance with their opening matchup, and we'll see how they do. I preface that by saying, I think you guys know this. We can have a mature conversation about it. The comments that weekend are probably going to be pretty rough. I hope they do the proper preparation. I hope we have some good matchups. I'm excited to see how the tournament format does, but we all know there's going to be some terrible comments if they don't do well. And I can't imagine having that kind of pressure on me, but maybe that's a message to Valve and the ranking system and how that works. Regardless of all of that, I am super excited to see these ladies play at a tier 1, I guess you should say online stage. They have to make top 8 to make the LAN. That's going to be insane because all the best teams are going to be there. So I'm excited for it. And what do you guys think? And hope Zaz and the gals stand a good chance, and we'll see what CS comes of it. And of course, we breaking that down, we should just be thankful that already in January, the offseason is over, and we're going to have this big Blast Bounty event, which I'm super excited for. What do you guys think? And I told you it was a short news day. I'm going to head to the airport. I have my travel kit, though. If you guys caught yesterday's episode, Hunter made me a travel kit, so I will be making videos from home over Christmas break. Again, there's going to be some random interviews here and there, some very old interviews. They're very, I'm not good at the live stuff, but I'll be back here breaking CS news from like my kitchen or my basement back at home in Iowa over the break. And then I'll be back here full time after Christmas break. So thank you all for watching, subbing, leaving comments, sending me stories over on Twitter. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your holidays, and I'll see you soon.